Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tony with the Lido Loca Cruise Show. It is February the 17th, 2020, and there is breaking news regarding passengers that have been evacuated from the Diamond Princess. Over the last few days, a decision was made by the United States State Department to remove American citizens from the Diamond Princess, and several hundred passengers were targeted for removal. 2 flights were chartered to take the passengers from the quarantined cruise ship to Air Force bases in California and in Texas. After the targeted passengers had disembarked the Diamond Princess, results came in that 14 of those passengers had contracted coronavirus. A decision was made to allow those passengers to continue their journey to the United States, and they were placed in a special isolation area on one of the chartered flights. I have a statement here from the State Department. It reads, "During the evacuation process, after passengers had disembarked the ship and initiated transport to the airport, U.S. officials received notice that 14 passengers who had been tested 2 to 3 days earlier had tested positive for COVID-19. COVID-19. These individuals were moved in the most expeditious and safe manner to a specialized containment area on the evacuation aircraft to isolate them in accordance with standard protocols." That's a statement from the U.S. Department of State. This is another example of how really uncontrollable or unmanageable part of this situation is. Timing is everything, and now you have these individuals that were already disembarked from the cruise ship on their way to transport, and these positive results coming back. I don't know if everybody on the plane was notified that they would be traveling with people that had tested positive, but it's an interesting situation. I read another story about a man whose wife had tested positive, and he had tested negative, and he had to leave his wife there in Japan. And so now you're going to have these quarantine facilities at Air Force Base in California, Air Force Base in Texas, and there are going to be confirmed cases of the coronavirus being brought. Well, they're already on the ground. They're already in the United States in quarantine, passengers who were on the Diamond Princess. That story is a little unsettling because it shows that you don't necessarily know when people are going to show up with the virus. And a perfect example of that is the other ship that we followed all last week, the MS Westar Dam from Holland America Line. They struggled to find a port that they could allow passengers to disembark at. They were turned away by 4 countries until Cambodia allowed passengers on that cruise ship to disembark. And they began disembarking this last Friday. All during the voyage of the MS Westar Dam, the word coming off that ship, no cases of coronavirus. And now that passengers have been able to disembark from that cruise ship, there is a lady who went home and she is now a positive case of coronavirus. And so you have Holland America and officials scrambling to contact everybody that was on that cruise ship and to monitor them to see if anybody else shows symptoms of the virus. These are people that left Cambodia and went back to their home country after they were cleared to get off of the Westar Dam. It's another example of how hard containment is in this circumstance. These are developing stories. The big headline this morning of the 17th is 14 positive cases of coronavirus leaving the Diamond Princess, getting on an airplane and going to the United States. Now, these are stories that aren't necessarily popular with advertisers here on YouTube. And so if you care to support the channel in another way, there's information in the description that could point you how to do that. I hope you found the information helpful. Please hit the like button, consider subscribing. This is Tony with the Lido Loca Cruise Show. And until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido.